Brexit has paved the way for a European superstate as Britain can no longer stand in the way of further integration, the EU's ambassador to the UK has claimed. João Vale de Almeida suggested that new defence projects and the bloc's multi-billion euro coronavirus recovery fund could have been blocked by the UK. The top diplomat said he shares doubts that these proposals would have been possible without Brexit. Speaking at an EU-UK forum, Mr. Vale de Almeida said, "To be very frank, I think that the EU has pretty well managed Brexit in terms of if you look at the advances we were capable of making on defence and security, which maybe would have been more difficult to achieve if the UK was still a member. If I look at our reaction to the COVID crisis, the Next Generation EU programme, which has been called a Hamiltonian moment the history of the EU. Would this have been possible with the UK still part of the European Union? Some have doubts about that and I may share those doubts. Many believe the EU would have been unable to negotiate its £641 billion recovery fund with Britain still in the bloc. Under the scheme, the European Commission is raising funds on international markets to dish out as non-repayable grants and low-cost loans to pandemic-stricken regions and industries." Mr. Vale de Almeida explained it is his opinion that Brexit has in fact strengthened the EU. While serving as the bloc's ambassador to the United Nations in New York, he suggested that many of his colleagues would often ask what member state would be next to leave. He added, "No one else left, and if I trust public opinions, no one wants to leave, because the levels of support have gone up instead of going down after Brexit. Overall, I think we've managed the trauma of Brexit quite well. It is, of course, a different European Union without the United Kingdom, but Mr. Vale de Almeida suggested that a real evaluation of the EU's performance after Brexit will not be possible until next year." Meanwhile, EU-UK relations continue down a rocky road because of the row over trade checks for Northern Ireland. Brussels has threatened fresh legal action if Britain doesn't implement EU-mandated border controls. EU Brexit chief Maros Sefcovic raised the prospect of a future trade conflict if an agreement cannot be found in the row over the customs controls.